their metals market. And then, of course, we've got a resumption higher in silver, which was absolutely the bet. Absolutely the bet. And I know those who sold some of their gold have gone into silver. This is a multi-month play, multi-week play. There will be lots of interruption in that direction. I'm glad you got some in yesterday.
This short clip is presented by Club. Club provides access to Samantha LaDuc and her team of professional macro and micro traders, analysts, and educators. Club is ideal for active traders, investors, and institutions who want Samantha's best-of-breed market timing calls across all asset classes and timeframes like chase, swing, and trend. Get the trade before it happens. Sign up to Club now and get full access to daily live trading room with Samantha LaDuc, Slack trading desk with detailed analysis and trades, custom trade support when you need it, and much more. For more information, visit www.LaDucTrading.com/club.
Still back, right down. And remember, I've got the 440 puts that I recommended very, very strongly last Monday. I said long VIX and short puts that'll at least give some protection for some gyrations. We got that going on, and I can still see 434, which is the bottom of this channel, depending on how long you want to position. But this looks good. Some news, but right now I would say silver is still the best looking. Precious metals are still the best looking. So we have this resumption higher, right? We already know my price target's already in there. I think this is going to head up to 25 in time, but we got to get a little bit of patience here. There it is. Nope, that's not it. Where the heck did my thing go? Oh, it's way up here. I got to expand. So yesterday we had a little shake and bake. Again, Europe closed, London in particular. We had a little shake and bake, and then it got right back above. And here's your level, 23.25. So yes, we moved higher. That's very nice. And then today we're going to move higher, right? We're 23.34, but this is still going to be a digestion period. Anyway, on its way to 23.84, and then above 23.84, we'll have another little pause about 25. 25.65 is really going to matter. There we go, 24.90. 25.65 is really going to matter once we get back up there. So Qs are dumping right down to that trend line. See that? Perfect. That is the first price target. So if you went in on that short, I know it's 440 shorts and they're right here. I think we could have a little, resumption of digestion, but this is only temporary support. I still see this heading back down to 434 and potentially 430. And I have to remind you that this is 1.17, gorgeous. It is 1.22%. It's very focused on tech. That's a beautiful gap down right on trend line support. This is a beautiful IV explosion for those who had the 440 puts that I recommended last Monday. Would not hesitate to take some of those off. And then absolutely leave a runner for lower, because this is only 9:39 a.m. Okay, dollar is weakening. Gold is strong with the miners. We've broken down beautifully, right? That was 440. And I said, I still see 434 in time if you hold some of those. I see nothing wrong with monetizing some of those puts now because the IV is gorgeous, but holding until we, some of that till we get down to 435 area. We might get a little sideways right now while it digests SPX 5189. And I'm looking at the small caps under the surface to see if we're going to get a lot more distribution. The ratio here of the MAG 7 is still, on the weekly, is still fine. Market's not falling apart. Still very weak on the Qs. There's your trend line tag. It's below 440. Literally, it gapped. It opened at exactly 440.00. Nice IV explosion for those puts at 440. I'd still leave some open for that 434.65 level if we get it. Maybe not, obviously not today. I'm not counting on it today, but just as a swing short hedge, it's looking pretty good. Qs already hit the trend line and opened at 440, right? That was the strike. It's already fading. Take some off because of that big, huge IV explosion and then keep the rest. I still think holding on to part of those shorts and volatility, because I don't think yields are done this little shake and bake. I have a little problem with that. So here's what I think, and I'm really convicted that Jeffrey has done this before and he warned and it's working. So And the chart work obviously is pretty clear, and the option structure is pretty clear that silver's in play. No question about it. But. First things first. First, we have to get to 24, then we have to get to 25. Then we have to get and stay above 25.65. Once we get and stay above 25.65, yes, we can start to move higher. A little crazy. I love laddering. So I like the 24, the 26, the 29. What's so impressive about the move higher, obviously, in industrial metals is also the fact that it followed a strong dollar. Relatively, it's weak to hard, but it's still pretty darn strong. Look at silver taking off. It's strong. So even though the dollar's strong, so it just shows relative dollar weakness to commodities. I don't know any other way to look at it. We don't really have a lot of excitement here, except silver. I mean, seriously, Jeffrey nailed that. He just said, it's going to get really, really, really busy. So I would say take it into this level, 24, 25, 25 and a half, and then let's see if we can get and stay above 25 and a half. But remember, by that point, if this is really going to get bullish, I see the bullishness, but I don't see the rate of change of crazy bullishness until we get a gamma squeeze. And what I'm watching right now is this crazy gamma action that's happening here to silver. This is not your normal silver excitement. It just isn't. So they have been plowing into silver lately because it's moving. It's working. Not doing anything but a short-term stay of execution. This stuff still looks really soggy. These Qs right down to the bottom of the channel. And the Qs are down twice that practically. So it still is, value is falling less than growth. So Qs are still a short. This growth to value rotation is still falling. Qs themselves, we break this trend line and we can roll over some more to that kind of 435. But big support right here is the 10-week. What is 10-week? Exactly 435. Same with the kind of swag price target I said if we break this trend line. But right now, that's a lot for the day. Long story short, I'm still waiting for this gap fill on the 2-year T-note future before I think the yields are done, really, this little spike higher, and under which the Qs are going to be under pressure. Careful on the profit taking. This happened also yesterday. We had a nice gap up, and then we did profit taking all day long in gold. We have a move higher, and now we get some profit taking kicking in for the precious metals. Definitely some gap down activity for Qs, and they're starting to roll over as far as selling it. It's not really fast. It's not really volatile. They're not really taking this seriously. I don't see anything wrong with some profit taking intraday in silver. It's still sitting very, very nicely above that trend line. And again, the options market is pricing in positioning as well as chases. This thing is bid. And all the macro stuff we've been talking about in this space. So I don't see anything wrong with this chart. Maybe a little profit taking.
Subscribe to LaDuc Trading YouTube channel for more live trading room recap videos and other content.